See, my sock fence is still standing up here, looking good, but everything is overgrown. There's brambles. This bramble is a bit out of control. Needs to be trimmed back. I've got to sort of find time to get into the garden. This madronia is the only tree that still looks alive over here. I don't know, we'll see whether the others get buds on for spring, because they're just looking like dead branches. This is fruit tree planting time though, so I'm gonna have to get some more fruit trees. But these might all come back in spring. Lots of little flowers for the bees though, so that's always good. The grapevines have all but disappeared in the grass and weeds here. I don't know if they'll come back. This is going to have to be cleared so that we can find the grapevines again. It's quite a big job. The water level of this well is quite good. It's still not as high as it was December 2020, because I remember December 2020 I just stood on the side and could easily scoop a bucket, so it was higher then. Tundi's found something again. The hunter, that's what she is. I just love these boulders. Now, if the hunter dog can just point me in the direction where she took off Juno's collar, that would be brilliant. What do you say, hunter dog? Found this interesting feather. I don't know if it's from a hoopoe. I don't know what they call them here, but I've seen birds that look a bit like hoopoes over here. But yeah, interesting. Dog toy burial ground. I think that was the duck that they got from the neighbors. All kinds of things here. Somebody missing some shampoo. Wasn't mine, but I suppose it's something good to chew on. Wonder if they got soap in their mouths. Some new treasures from the dogs. Looks like a child's boot. Looks quite new, that one. And another work glove. Washing clothes horse is busy packing up. As you can see, it has a slight lean. Apparently they don't like being reversed into with a car. This time though, I did my washing like I normally do, but for some reason, maybe because I overloaded the machine, it didn't rinse properly. So even though I've been squeezing out as much as possible, I'm just going to see how much water can get out, because it's sort of afternoon and there are clouds coming. Let's hope there's a little bit of drying here. So I'm going to show you a quick recipe that's perfect for very cold nights. So I'm going to show you how to make mulled apple cider. Because I'm just one person, I'm only going to use 2 bottles. Most times if you're doing it for a large amount of people, you'd use about 1 gallon of cider, 2 liters of cider. Well, I'm not going to be able to drink 2 liters tonight. So I'm just going to have 2 bottles of cider, and I'm going to put in about 4 cloves, 2 cinnamon sticks, which I'll break in half, 2 star anise, and a couple of allspice little seed things, a dash of rum at the end, about a teaspoon of ginger, and then I'm also going to put in as well, let me just reach over to get it, a sliced orange. Right, so you don't want this to really boil. You want to put it on a low heat so that it simmers for about 10 minutes, and then just before it's going to boil, you turn it off and you leave it to infuse. And when it's nice and warm, that's when you are going to consume it and feel warm from your toes right up to your head. So I have the pot on its lowest heat. Pour in the apple cider. As I said, I'm using 2 bottles. I've put in a teaspoon of ginger. You can use fresh ginger if you want. This is the star anise. I'm putting 2 of these in. 2 cinnamon sticks, which are broken in half. You only need 4 cloves, but I'm putting in 5 because that's my lucky number. And 5 allspice. I don't know if you call these seeds or whatever, but that's going in. And I decided, what the hell, and I added in a teaspoon of vanilla essence as well. Okay, I've sliced up an orange, so I'll add that in as well. This is actually rum I got when I visited, I can't remember which island it was. Could be St. Thomas in the Caribbean. But I'm only going to add in the dash of rum just before this is ready. So let it simmer away nicely, and it already smells fantastic. It's a pity you can't get the smell. The star anise looks like a spider has fallen into it. So this is vegetarian, plant-based, vegan, dairy-free, and gluten-free. And I never added any sugar to it, so I suppose one can't really say sugar-free because there is sugar in the oranges and probably in the apple cider. But definitely something to consider making for cold nights. So it's just coming to a boil, so I'm just going to turn the heat off. And then I'm going to put the lid on to let it infuse. But before that, I'm going to add in some of this rum. Just a dash. I don't want to get tipsy. Okay, I've let this infuse for a couple of hours. So now is time to put it in your glass. You want it to have a cloudy look, because then you know that everything is infused into it. Try and avoid, like if you had a strainer, you can strain it to get all the little bits out. I haven't got that strainer, but try and avoid getting the little bits into your glass so that you can have just pure apple cider, and then afterwards you can put one of the orange slices on as a decoration. So here you have delicious homemade mulled apple cider. You can see it's got some orange slices in it, ready to taste. Delicious. What you finding, hey? What's hiding in there? My biggest cost for the pigs is actually buying them fruit. I've got some oranges here that were given to me, but I like them to have a variety of fruit and vegetables. So that is actually my biggest cost of the pigs, more than the grain. The grain is not that expensive. So sad to be leaving for Qatar tomorrow morning. Be in the car at 3 a.m. to catch the, I think it's 8:25 flight. But all 6 of the big pigs are out here having a last feed before putting themselves to bed. Rain forecast tomorrow. I can see heavy clouds coming in.
Good morning, Cindy. You have 5 babies. I think they just arrived.
Just arrived at my hotel in Doha, Qatar. It's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning. I got up at 2:30 yesterday morning, was in the car by 3 o'clock in the morning to drive to Lisbon to go and catch a plane, and flew first to Madrid, and there was a stopover, about 5 hours, and then on to Doha. So I'm pretty exhausted. And while I'm gone, of course, more piglets get born. So that always seems to happen, but I'm pretty tired. My back was doing really well, but carrying this heavy backpack around airports today has completely messed it up again. So I'm going to take my medication and go and sleep.
What are you saying, Lou? 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 Luan? Are you saying Dada? Mama? Are you saying Dada and Mama? Lou? Lou, now you're just looking over there, you little butt. Are you saying Mama? Yeah? La la. Say Dada.